Hey, Spitwads, maybe you have an upcoming trip abroad on the docket, on the calendar.
Fancy.
You got them summer travels. Maybe you got some fall break travels, Christmas travels, whatever it is. If you're going abroad, even if you're staying domestically, if you want to immerse yourself in the culture, right now it's the perfect time to start Babbel. It's a language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions. With Babbel, you only need 10 minutes to complete a lesson so you can start having real-life conversations in a new language in as little as 3 weeks. That is pretty incredible. I know a lot of folks who have tried it out. They love it. You can learn from 14 different languages: Spanish, French, Italian, German. They have really cool technology, and right now save up to 60% off your subscription when you go to Babbel.com/ballers. That's Babbel.com/ballers for up to 60% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life.
On today's Spit Hit, look, we answer those difficult would-you-rather questions and, life advice for free.
Oh, man, we should be charging so much for this.
So much money. I've seen what other people charge for life advice, and it's a lot more than the $0 that this podcast
You should be giving us $10,000 for this episode.
But you're not. You're getting $0, and you're getting a belly full of laughs. Stick around.
What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
A boom, 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 pow.
A boom, boom, pow.
Oh, I like the backup vocals.
I like the scat.
Gave you a little boom, boom, pow. I don't know if you heard that.
No, I did. That was moments ago, and I loved it. Welcome into the Spitballers, Andy, Mike, and Jason. SpitballersPod.com is the website. We want to welcome all the brand new listeners. This is episode 120. It's a great place to start your journey with the Spitballers. Your weekly dose of nonsense.
Especially you, Frank.
Frank,
welcome
in. Yeah.
We've been waiting for you.
Janet,
a real winner. Congrats on the new job.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah, oh, man.
I think that promotion's about to show up for Janet.
Yeah.
Now,
if you listen.
Since we've been waiting for Frank and Janet, it's important that people realize our main demographic is in their 60s. So welcome in all the Franks and Janets out there.
Hold on. Frank and Janet, are those names on the way out?
Yes, they're on the way out.
You didn't know Mike's two kids are Frank and Janet, right?
Yeah, I was talking right to my children.
He's got an old heart. So
when do those come back around? Because I've wondered. There's the Ethels and the Dorothys and the.
Oh, my grandma was a fedoris.
Fedoris, that's a hat.
That's a combo of a hat and a Doris. Also, Doris is out right now.
I mean, imagine that. That sounds like we are so far removed, but that was my grandma.
Do names come back around, or do they just continue to mold and move?
I don't know that they come back around. I mean, you've got you've got biblical names that never go away.
Sure, that's true.
And then you've just got fads over time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. 2/3 of our mothers are named Linda.
Yeah.
Is anybody naming their current kids Linda?
Oh, no, Linda's on the way out.
I think Linda's on the way out.
Yeah.
Real quick, why don't you take a look at the second would you rather question?
Are you joking
no
right
way.
now?
It's
No
a
way.
name-related one, Al?
Oh, it's from Frank. Oh, no. Jeez.
I told you, man. Frank is in.
Wow.
Owl is not a common name. Now, you were born Owl, right?
I was
that's
an
a birth-
owlet, and then I became an owl as I matured.
We poll incredibly well with Franks.
That's true. Yeah, and polling.
And beans. All right.
You couldn't hold that one back.
I couldn't hold it back. It was such a bad joke.
He knew it instantly that this was not acceptable. We have standards.
Yeah. But I couldn't.
In beans?
It's rare. I mean, this might be the only time he gets a Frank and Beans joke.
Ooh, I got it in.
All
Welcome,
right.
one and all.
Spitballerspod.com.
It's not even a joke.
It's not.
I said Frank. And
That's
you
it. You just threw it in Beans. Well, if you're still with us, we've got Would You Rather, we've got some life advice, and we've got
Yeah, Esther, thanks for joining.
I think one of my favorite drafts. I love drafts like the one we have today. I will leave you in suspense.
I can't wait.
But let's go ahead and kick this thing off.
Would you rather?
Now you say I'm going to leave you in suspense, like the title of the podcast won't have included the name of the
He always says that.
Do we include the old draft in the title?
Yep.
Yes, we do.
I don't pay close attention to the titles of our episodes.
In fairness, we do it every single time. So
Okay, hold on. Forget what you read.
Okay.
Also, people probably they're listening. They just click the next one.
That's true.
Don't we put it at the back of the title?
Yep.
Thank
All right.
you.
Yeah, they might not know.
You might not know.
It's going to be good.
Yeah. All right. Would you rather question from? Let's start with Frank. Frank has a question. I need opinions from you, Arizona natives. On a hot summer day, after being outside for a few hours with no beverage, would you rather somebody hand you a flat Coca-Cola or a bottle of water that has been sitting outside in the sun for the last few hours? This is a good question.
Now,
really?
If you don't know,
because that Coca-Cola is flat, but it's cold.
Yeah, if you don't know how hot it gets in Arizona, and he specified in the summer.
Yes.
If you were to put a glass of water outside in the peak of summer in Arizona for multiple hours,
Okay, yeah.
That's a hot glass of water.
It's not boiling. It will not boil,
right.
but is darn close. I mean, it can burn you.
I feel
Right,
like
but a flat Coke sucks.
a flat Coca-Cola is awful. Like, when I'm in a restaurant, right, I'm not trying to get into it with the waiter or the waitress. If my order is wrong, maybe if they forgot something, I'll ask for that. But when they come by, how is everything tasting? And I could be like in my head, oh, it just tastes like dog food.
Yeah.
But oh no, everything is great. But you bring me out a flat Coca-Cola or you bring me out a diet Coca-Cola.
Sure.
I have to speak up. That's where the line is absolutely drawn. Bad food, fine, but a flat Coke is just miserable.
Now, do you just tell them, can you grab me another Coke, or do you say, can we step outside?
Well, I mean, it's quite the dance because you have to do the
This seems like it might be a little
because
flat.
yeah,
Maybe check the...
the flat is not as bad as the diet because
Come on.
no. I'm tasting because when you say I think you brought me a diet, I feel like I am insulting the person who just brought me something.
That's true.
Okay.
It's on
Okay.
them.
Like I'm questioning your intelligence. Like,
I
are
thought
you
you were-
sure? Are you sure you know how to read regular Coke?
I thought what you were saying. I thought you were saying that a flat Coke is much better to drink than a diet soda.
No.
And I was like, that's ridiculous.
I would rather have a diet soda than a flat Coke.
And
Yeah,
diet
because soda's great.
No, it's
no,
garbage.
it's trash.
It's garbage.
Once you get used to the science, once you know the flavor of science, then Diet Coke has a special burn.
That would be the best Coke ad. The flavor of
Science.
science.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly. What was the question?
Well, look, if you had, let's say you've been outside for a while.
Oh yeah.
You've been outside with no beverage. You just went on a hike. You forgot to bring a beverage.
Mm-hmm.
You're basically dead almost. And then you get to the end, and somebody hands out they're holding out 2 cups. One's got a cold, flat Coke. One's got a hot water.
It's really hot.
I'm taking the flat Coke. I drink LaCroix, so I already know what it tastes like to kind of have the muted taste of something.
but
I will drink down a cold beverage.
It's ironic because the muted taste is the exact opposite of this situation. Right? This is full taste, no carbonation. You're drinking muted taste,
I want
full
the cold.
carbonation.
I want the cold beverage.
it's like something has gone wrong. Like, I don't know how a drink can go bad. I mean, I guess dairy, but it's like when you're drinking a Coke, it's like drinking. You're like, this milk has gone bad.
You could overheat from that water.
Yes,
could you?
Yeah, you could
Scientific?
overheat. Yes, you're telling me if you went out and you had a cup of tea outside, that's going to be good for your cool down after a hike? You will cook, my man.
I don't know if it cools me down, but my body needs to replenish the liquids.
It'd be too hot.
You would still be getting water in your body. I mean, I think it would hydrate you.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for.
It just
Hydrate.
wouldn't feel good. But to your point, Mike, when you're at the restaurant and you get the flat Coke, the Coke is broke. Like it's broken.
Yes, this isn't Coca-Cola.
but I will take a broken Coke over a hot drink.
Really?
Well, if I'm already sweaty.
Al, you've probably been outside before. That hot water, that's going to do damage to you. You got heat stroke, right?
I don't know. I mean, I definitely notice when I drink a cold drink that I get chilly. So I would imagine it affects
it
your
does change
internal temperature.
Okay,
It'll change your internal
this is another
temperature.
good question. Can you get heat stroke just being in a hot room like a sauna?
Yeah.
Would they call that heat stroke, or would
100%.
would they call it something else? Like, does the sun have to be involved to get heat
Well, it's
stroke?
No.
It's not. It's heat stroke. It's not sunstroke. It can be, but it's heat stroke.
No, yeah, Andy is right here. You can
Okay,
get
all
heat
right.
stroke without direct
You
sunlight
can get it in
exposure.
a jacuzzi at night.
Can you? No,
You bet
can't.
your bottom dollar.
You can get heat stroke in a jacuzzi?
Yeah.
If there's that's my question. If there's heat it would be heat stroke if you're in the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Man, this show is so informative, really packed with facts.
Oh, it's speculative facts. It's packed with speculation.
I'm taking the hot water. You bring me a flat Coca-Cola, and we.
I mean, they have articles of how to avoid heat stroke in a hot tub.
I love
so.
this sentence. So I Googled it because it seems insane.
All right.
And I just love this sentence. Most heat strokes do not occur from a hot tub, of course, but it happens.
Wait, hold on. Most of them?
Yes, most.
Yeah. Okay.
It's sweeping the nation.
Yeah. I think they also say like don't have a don't
Oh,
drink,
yeah.
don't
No,
drink
that's-
alcohol.
that's true.
In a
That
which
part
is
is true. I've heard that.
Oh, because you dehydrate.
yeah, and it
And it's the heat
it makes
stroke.
you warmer. You know, you have a glass of wine and a
Oh,
jacuzzi.
man.
Just say goodbye.
Sayonara.
All right.
I'm taking the water.
Okay. All right. We'll get you some hot tea next time you play some pickleball, Mike. Would you rather, this is from D. Smith on Patreon, one of our Spitballers supporters. Would you rather build a house for you and your family to live in using only IKEA instructions and tools? So all pieces and parts are
Oh,
supplied.
man, so much Allen wrenching.
Yeah. Or wake up on a sailboat in the ocean with your family and be responsible for getting them to land safely. You can barely see land faintly on the horizon.
But
This
I
is a
can,
sailboat.
but I can see it, so I know which direction I need to go.
Oh, man, but what a terrible torture that would be to see the land and never successfully navigate that boat closer.
Because it's a sailboat.
It's
It's
a
a
sailboat.
There's no oars on this boat. There's no engine on this boat. You have to figure out how to put that sail up. And see, here's what I don't understand. Okay, let's say the wind is going the other direction. Like if the wind is really heavy towards the coast, I think if I just put a sail up, I'm gonna be somewhat okay. But if the wind is going the other way, I'm pretty sure sailboats can still go the way they want, right?
No, you got to wait. You got to wait for a wind.
For real?
Yeah, well, I mean,
For certain directions.
yeah, for a direction the opposite of the
Yeah.
wind, you cannot trick the wind into pushing you that way. It doesn't suck you into
Well, I didn't
the
know if there
island.
was a way that you could turn the sail to
The
where
wind blows, Jason.
So you're telling me, and I'm being 100% serious here. You're saying that if you're in a sailboat, the wind has to go towards the shore for you to
not
go?
directly. No,
No.
you just can't have it going the exact opposite.
Yeah,
of the shore.
there has to be a degree at
Yes.
which you will no longer go forward.
That's where they turn the sails.
So my family is dying on the water.
Yes. Although I was going to ask the question, if you can see it, right? How far can you
Wait.
see? Could you just jump in and swim?
no. Oh no. You will not make
that'd be
it.
a bad trick, huh?
Yes, you will not make it.
Yeah, you think I just went.
Well, how
Oh.
good's your back float?
Yeah. I mean, the truth is if I was really, really close to the island, I still might not make it due to currents and stuff like that. You
Yeah,
swim
you-
and swim and swim.
It's tough.
Oh man. So if I build a house from IKEA, well, one,
Can
it's
you,
gonna fall down immediately.
That is a concern, but I'm ruling those things out. But what's funny, Andy was just messaging how he just built something like a.
I did. Yeah, my daughter's dresser.
And I said it's not an IKEA build unless at least 3 of the drawers are inside out at one point or not, because it is guaranteed I am putting something on backwards,
No doubt.
and it will not be until 12 steps later
Mhm.
that I realize it was backwards. So imagine that's like those are the walls of your house. You're you're 50 steps further in your house, and you go, "Oh, the chimney's upside down."
I had a couple things come to mind. The first thing I thought of was because, look, I can get it done. I can build the thing.
Right.
If time is not an object. But when I think of building shelter and having a place for my family to live, to go from stage 0 to something over my head, how many months is it going to be until we have a residence?
And on top of that, your house will always be a little bit shaky.
Yeah.
Like this, it may not fall down, but if someone pushes on your house, it definitely wobbles.
Oh, I've never had anything from IKEA that is
Not wobbly.
sturdy.
Yeah.
That's a little on us. That's a little on them.
I'm going to put it all on them. I'm pretty sure I've built these things perfect. Now, what square
Why
footage
do
are we
I
talking
have
about
4
here?
extra pieces?
Because I feel like my family would be living in a 250 square foot home at the end of this.
Regardless of the amount of
I'm-
supplies you've been given.
I mean, I don't have the time to build me some 3,000 square foot, beautiful home.
Would you rather build your house IKEA style, or you have to build an entire house except that the whole house is made out of toy Lincoln logs?
I would have to
Did you
go.
ever play with Lincoln
Oh,
logs?
Yes,
as a
I
child?
did. I love Lincoln
We
Logs.
bought Lincoln Logs recently.
What? They still make them?
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, we bought them for our cabin. We wanted to have that as the toy up at the cabin.
Oh,
Very meta.
So
Very meta. That's exactly
it
right.
is true. But you have to build the whole house out of the tiny little baby ones.
No. I mean,
You're going IKEA?
IKEA will stay together. The Lincoln Logs aren't staying together. However, if I could build an entire house, and all the supplies would have to be given to me because I'm not a trillionaire, out of Legos,
Okay.
I would do that. And,
A Lego
And if
house?
you built a Lego house, it would stay better than the IKEA. It would stay forever.
Yeah, they grade out at hurricane force winds. Lego.
Yeah.
But
That's why they're so expensive. They're so durable. It's all about durability, right? That's why it's like $600 for a Lego set.
do you guys have that? I mean, fantasy is a bit of a strong two-word or too strong of a word, but like the daydream of what if I
100%.
What if I built the house
Yes.
that my family lives in?
Yes.
Like that. Do you have that feeling deep
Oh,
down
yeah.
inside?
Yeah. The
Oh,
gap
yeah.
between where I'm at and
Of course.
it's just massive. But yes, of course I do.
But you know, you're deep down, you're like, I wish I built this house.
Yeah.
And you hear tales of like, I have a friend who knows a friend who knows a friend, and they actually built their house, and you're like, that's impossible.
I know.
Seriously?
I've been in the house. A close friend of our family.
I've been in a house of a friend who knows someone.
No. Our family growing up, they were close friends with another family, and that guy built the house.
It's impossible.
Those are the worst people to talk to because I just know how much better they are than me. Like when I talk to a man that's built his own house, I'm just like, I already know we have nothing to talk about. I know that. I'm like,
Every
yeah. How are
house-
the eaves? Yeah, did you put the eaves up there? Yeah, okay,
That's
all
what I
right.
mean. Every house you go in, did you build this?
Yeah, yeah.
No, we moved in. But,
to get an upper hand.
Someone shows up. Oh, did you build this? No. Oh, I built my house.
yeah. Even on a new build, did you build this? Yeah, we built this. Oh, what did you use here? No. Oh, no. Did you build this with your hands? I couldn't even contract a house. I couldn't be the general
Oh, no.
contractor
No.
for my home, let alone build this. I wouldn't know who to talk to and in what order.
I would roll over on every decision. It'd be like, yeah, that would be. What do you think's
What do you
best?
think about
What do you
this?
think's best? I would go with. What have you seen on other houses? Let's do it build it like a house. Build it like a house.
Build it like a house.
That's right. Build it like a house should be built. That's my
Look,
general contracting.
I like this, but could you make it like
Houseier?
a little more housey?
Yeah. Look, I when I built this dresser for my daughter, and this we can move on after this. When I built it, sometimes I sit down to build something and I go, I'm gonna do this like Al Borland would do it.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like perfect.
like
I'm
a man.
Like a man. And so I sit down and I go, I'm going to build this. I'm going to follow the instructions perfectly. I'm not going to mess up. I'm not going to do what Mike said.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have any moments where I have to undo something because I put it on wrong. And then I get, this thing isn't fitting in there. And I'm like, well, that's just, I don't know. It's just a little different from manufacturing. I got done with this dresser, and I kid you not, the top was 100% facing backwards.
Of course it is, because on the instructions, it's you'll go back and you'll notice, oh, this tiny little portion they show me, they put the little just a couple scratches through because that's supposed to be the colored part.
Build it like a dresser, Mike. Build it like a dresser.
Last night, we had 5 chair stools arrive at our house.
Oh.
And all
See
we
you in
need
3 weeks.
All we need to do is there's 4 screws. The back just goes right on it. It's metal. Okay?
Don't tell me you called Al Borland.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I've already completed this task. I built these 5 chairs, and that's a strong word because all you do is put 4 screws.
You've assembled.
Right. Yeah.
I assembled.
More of an assembly. Yeah.
I put 4 backs onto chairs with 4 screws on each chair.
That doesn't seem like a lot.
I've never been more sweaty in my life. I was drenched. I had to take my clothes off and strip down to my underwear because I'm screwing in 4 screws into a couple of chairs. And at one point, my wife looks over. She's like, "You're sweaty." I'm just in a kitchen. And we keep our house at like 73 degrees.
This is a deep problem right here.
That was the most work I've ever done in my life.
What do you do for a workout? Do you ride a bike? You run? I assemble bar stools. All right. We can move on. I would go with. There was a question here. I forgot.
Yeah, it was that IKEA house or the sailboat.
Gosh, I can't do the sailboat thing. I would start to have an existential crisis that if the wind's not in my favor and I have to wait it out, I'm going to lose sight of the island or something.
I am taking the sailboat. And I'm going wherever the wind takes me. There is land if I go in any direction.
If I'm on the sailboat, it's just me shouting at my kids, to port!
There you
No,
go.
to starboard!
I don't
The
know
only
which
boat
one is
words
each.
I know, I know that it means a side.
There's a lot of port and starboard on those IKEA instructions too, and that's what throws me off. All right, hey, Al, should we go to life advice or do we got time for one more?
We got time for one more.
All right. These have been outstanding. Larry or Noah? Who do I go with, Al?
Oh.
Let's go with Larry.
Yeah.
Larry seems like our demographic here. Larry is another real popular current name. Thank you for your support,
Now,
Larry.
Larry's not short for something else, is it?
Larnold.
Laryngitis.
I'm just like, usually the Y names they've shortened something.
I
Like
don't think
Danny
so.
is Daniel.
It's short for Lawrence.
Is it?
Oh.
See?
Yes.
See?
Okay. What about Harry?
Harold.
Oh, man, that's 2 for 2. This is incredible.
Told you.
I mean,
the Y names
Randy, which was my middle name, is Randall.
Yeah, Andy.
Andrew.
Mikey.
Well,
Everyone.
Mikey's not a real name.
Billy.
Thank you.
Bilius.
No,
It's William.
The problem with Billy.
William, actually.
The problem with Billy is William. When did?
I don't know. Will and Bill. I don't know. They're
Robert and
interchangeable.
Bob. That's so dumb.
If your name is Robert, you can be called Rob or Bob.
Yes.
That doesn't, but if your name is Bobbert, they don't call you Rob.
Oh.
That's not fair.
Yeah, we got Robert, Rob, Bob.
Bobbert.
No Bobbert.
There should be a Bobbert.
Yet.
And you know what?
That was the game you played as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Twist it.
Larry from Patreon, would you rather be completely blind anytime you are inside a building or completely blind anytime you are outside of a building?
Oh, man.
Okay. Which is
This is not hard for me.
This is some philosophy.
This is not hard. It's sad, but it's not hard.
You're going to say that you would rather be blind on the outside because even though you can't take in beautiful scenery and see this wonderful world,
Yep.
you can watch television.
I could exist.
Yeah, I guess you still got the Nature Channel, right?
So
What a beautiful mountain.
So, you got windows. You could put your house next to something pretty. Look, okay. So let me carry this out though. Let's say you did the outside one where you can see outside, not inside.
Okay.
Do you basically then just live mostly outside, and then when you sleep, you just go to sleep blind?
You just sleep in the great outdoors, man. Sleeping bag, unfurl.
Now there's a reason we have houses, right?
You would want to go inside and sleep.
What's it when it's just like a covered?
A tent?
No, a tent. No, because a tent is indoors. I'm saying like you park under
A
just
carport?
Your structure. Yeah, I'll build myself a fancy.
Are you looking for
carport.
the word patio, Mike?
Sure, no, but it was specific to parking, so a carport.
You're asking if you could sleep like under a bridge or something.
Yeah, like a troll.
So that you can continue to see because you don't want to go inside.
That's right.
I'd rather be. I mean, I don't do a lot of seeing while I'm sleeping. Do you?
No, but you could sleep with the lights on in this situation.
When you're blind, you can see. Can't you see some
here,
brightness and darkness?
It leads me to
That's actually a great question.
I'm pretty sure you can.
a question not related to eyesight.
Okay.
If you had to right now, you're calling it. You are forever inside or you are forever outside.
Oh, come on. I'm forever inside.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to throw this question to Andy.
You're forever inside or outside?
Yes.
Forever, huh?
Yes, forever. And it doesn't mean you can't seek shelter, but you can't go inside.
I guess if I had to just choose, I guess I'd choose outside.
You're
Would
darn
you
right.
really?
I would choose outside easily.
What?
Yes.
That's impossible. Owl?
Oh, come on. Come on, Owl.
I'd rather be blind inside, I think.
See, he'd be outside. It's like, look, I've approached the age of our demographic where our names are on the way out. I'm old. You know, the best thing in the entire world, is waking up at 6 a.m. and sitting on my patio outside doing nothing. Just sitting there, existing in the outside. It is the absolute best thing in the entire world. People are like, man, what do you want to do today? Oh, dude, could you make it morning forever? And I will just sit and I will do nothing. And Andy's reaction over here tells me that he is 100% on board.
I was in the hammock this past
Dude,
weekend.
yes!
Up north,
Yes!
and it was like, yeah, this is like. If you say, hey, what are you going to do after you retire? I'll be like, right here.
I'm doing it right now.
Does this mean I'm younger at heart than you two? Is that like
It means you like TV more.
I haven't right, exactly. I haven't aged out to that point yet.
We know around the office that if anytime someone brings up there's a brand new show, there's a brand new series.
Oh my gosh.
And we're like, hey guys, have you seen this? And Jason's like, oh yeah, me and the wife completed that entire series last night. You're like, I just heard of this show.
It's rough, man, because we try to sometimes if you're watching a series with somebody, hey, did you watch an episode last night? Yeah, we watched an episode. Jason comes in, he's like, yeah, we watched 13 episodes last night.
Jason has some sort of time-space continuum in his house where he can consume absolutely every new show.
You are younger than us. You stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning.
It's not just Netflix. It's all of them.
Oh, yeah.
It's every streaming service. Jason has them all, and he's watched every show.
We have finished everything.
I don't know how you do it.
We have genuinely finished everything. We don't know of any new shows that we haven't seen. And so we're rewatching Game of Thrones right now, and we're almost done with that.
This is where he is. He's rewatching Game of Thrones.
Because we've watched all the other shows.
Jason makes a big deal of the fact that he can do multiple things at once, like watch a show. Are you watching 2 shows at once? Do you watch one on your phone while you're watching the other show behind
One
it?
on my phone, my iPad has a third on my knees, and then the TV.
That's impressive.
Yeah, no, but we go to bed really late.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah. So you're going to stay blind outside then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spitballers to the rescue.
All right. This question from Sarah.
Yes.
It's a great one. I want to debate this with you guys. I really do.
Yes.
When is it okay to decorate the exterior of your home for Halloween or Christmas? Let's talk through this, which I wasn't expecting to see quite as much Halloween deco, but I did see one the other day.
No, because we've been trapped.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's been trapped. I am not a Halloween fella.
No, me neither.
But the second October 1st hit, it was.
Do you got stuff up?
No, I did not decorate, but it's just like I'm getting in the mentality, man. I don't know if Halloween's happening.
I was going to ask
In the rights?
I don't know what's happening either.
I don't know what we're doing, but I know that there is a holiday coming up, and I'm trying to get in the mentality. And all movies, Halloween,
really
scary. Like I am in. I want to feel feelings again.
Well, we want you to feel feelings too, Mike. The question is, let me bring it to a higher level. We already know we all love Christmas. So I know the default answer is you'd want it to be Christmas as long as possible.
Yes.
However, there is, and we were talking about if you lived by the beach, you might take the beach for granted, right?
Sure.
If you live with Christmas decorations up all year long, it really does. There's no Christmas season, right? It takes all the joy away from it. So,
but but it's very easy. I get it. You don't need to have it up all year round. I agree. There is a takedown point, and that's a whole different argument.
Sure.
We could try and figure out when you take it down. But this is incredibly easy for me.
Super easy.
Okay, Jason. We'll do on the count of 3. Halloween. Okay.
When you can start
Yes.
decorating for
Yeah,
Halloween.
yeah.
Okay, because there's a right answer and a wrong
Yeah.
answer.
So Andy, count us off.
3, 2, 1.
October 1st.
Okay, now do Christmas.
I've changed over the years. 3, 2, 1.
November 1st.
Boom. I mean, those are just the right answers. This isn't like
We did not prepare this. This is how we legit feel.
I know you do. And the more traditional view would have been post Thanksgiving, and I would have said that the date stretches to January 1st. When New Year's is over,
That's when you tear down.
that's when you take down, and you've got a week of buffer after New Year's
Sure.
to take down.
agreed.
And then and so I would have normally said Thanksgiving right after, but I feel like Thanksgiving, because it's not a set day every year. Well, it isn't, right?
No, it's
it-
always the
Oh,
fourth Thursday.
I almost
Fourth
felt like an
Thursday
idiot.
of the
Yeah.
month.
I feel like
Which
it's just a little too late. But I've tried to get in the November 1st mentality.
Mm.
It's a little too
Oh.
early for me.
Oh,
I'm
no,
on
it's-
November 15th, right in the middle of November. I'll give me 6 full weeks into Christmas. That fulfills it for me.
So you are 15 days late.
Okay.
According
Yes,
to
yeah.
just according to the real rules.
Yeah. To Christmas. Yeah.
Also, there's a problem out there with HOAs. I mean, HOAs need to get on our level, Mike, because sometimes they're like, you can decorate 2 weeks beforehand.
2
Yes.
weeks.
No, that is absolutely true.
This is America.
We have one of the houses in our neighborhood where it's this.
I've been through your neighborhood,
they
Mike.
go all
yeah,
out.
they go to town. They got the radio station. They got it all.
They've got the synchronized lights. They've got this is the house, and it's called in the Wright household. It's the singing house.
Yeah.
And we know every Halloween and Christmas, and we've been down there and been like, why don't you guys have the stuff up yet? And they're like, the HOA will not let us put it up yet. You're like,
That
what?
HOA
Get out of my life,
fulfills
HOA.
everything I think about HOAs because I believe that they are our demographic of listener traditionally taking power over people's joy, and they take their joy away. Oh, you got too many flowers in your front yard. Cut some flowers. Get rid of them. Too many trees. Get rid of those trees.
HOAs should exist
House is too colorful.
for 3
Yes.
reasons. That's it. Houses that are painted stupid colors.
Yeah, that does suck.
Weeds that are out of control.
Yeah.
And I'll even allow garbage cans left out forever. I don't
What about
care.
cars on the street?
Well, that's a neighborhood dependent thing. I mean, how big's your street? How many houses are on your street? I think that's got to be,
It's got to be
How
factored
tight
in.
is the street?
case
Yeah,
by
yeah.
case.
I agree with that. The what's funny about this question is things became fuzzier in the Wright household this past week. So on Saturday, there's a very fair debate, and I don't know which side of the spectrum I'm on. The movie Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mhm.
Is it a Halloween movie? Is it a Christmas movie? Is it both? I think the argument can be made that it is absolutely both.
Sure.
And I just said, I'm fired up. I want to get into these holidays as much as I possibly can this year because I need it.
Yeah.
So I fired up The Nightmare Before Christmas. We watched it for our movie night, and the wife, she's like, whoa, I could see the light bulb over her head. She's like, what if for Halloween we bring in the Christmas tree and we decorate this thing
On Halloween?
for the Halloween season.
Oh.
And we put up Halloween ornaments. You go full Nightmare Before Christmas with this. And then on November 1st, we switch it over. And I was like, holy crap, I've never heard a better idea in my life.
Are you doing it?
We are
Is it
100
up?
It is not up yet because this just happened. Haven't had the time to get it out yet. But very, very soon, this will be going up and we will be collecting scary
Really?
ghouls and ghosts to put on our Christmas
Is
tree.
it just me, or should that tree have no needles on it? It should just be a dead tree.
Exactly. What you do is, you know how you fan out the tree eventually? You don't do that.
Right.
You don't fan it out. You just leave
Interesting.
everything smashed
But
down.
I'm very excited
This
for
year,
it.
look, I'm all for holiday hype. Holiday hype is special. It's kids look forward to it. The age all of our kids are at, even better. Now, I am curious. Al, Judge Giamatti, are you both on mic?
Can you rephrase that?
Yeah, that's
Jump on board.
on the microphone.
Get on my back.
Yes, we're both on the microphone.
When do you believe Christmas decorations should begin? I just want to see if you are on board with November 1st or not. That's a little too early for my blood.
I'm a after Thanksgiving person.
Okay.
For
Me
music
too.
and decorations.
Me too.
And people have strong opinions on this.
People have strong bad opinions on this.
I feel like it's been a little early the last couple of years for me. I need the 15th.
To be fair, we are part of the new movement.
That's true. But when the young generation will look back, they'll say,
Yeah.
it started here.
Yeah.
When
Fedoris didn't decorate until late
right,
December.
like the Stardust,
The day of.
and
Josiah from Patreon, when you get a drink with whipped cream, are you supposed to eat the whipped cream first, mix it in, or wait to eat it at the end?
I want to know the answer. Like, I knew the answer to the last one. This one is, this could be a question from Jason from Patreon, because I always do different things, and I feel like there's no right.
I feel like the thing that seems most sophisticated, but is the worst choice, is the mix-in.
100%.
The mix-in seems like, I'm not going to eat this like ice cream. This is meant to be mixed in. And that is that's a way to not taste the whipped cream, ever.
But if you wait for the end, yeah, I mean if you wait till the end, I mean like the whipped cream will saturate. You'll get some of the flavor of the beverage, but now you are forced into a straw, like because.
Correct. Yeah, the end is the end's not a good solution here. You need a spoon at the end then.
Now, is this an iced beverage with whipped cream,
Let's
or
say
is
it's
this
a
hot?
Let's say it's a oh, does that matter?
Oh, it matters big time. Because here's the thing. If you drink an iced beverage and wait on the whipped cream, then at the end you've got whipped cream and ice. So you can't really spoon it out well. You can't really straw it out well. I feel like if you're an iced beverage, you got to go, you got to either mix it in or you've got to eat it early.
Now, do you guys like whipped cream?
Oh,
on the beverage.
Adore it.
So Andy is all in. Jason, where are you?
I don't usually, like, whenever I order a drink and they say, do you want whipped cream? I say no.
I say yes, and I feel like I'm guilted into saying yes.
Now, is this because you're a board member of an HOA? Is that you say no to the joy of whipped cream?
No, it's
You
literally
psychopath?
No, it's literally this question.
Because
I don't know what to do with it.
It's
I get it, and I go, I leave it. Here's what I usually do, because I'm thinking about this with like an iced drink that has some whipped cream on it. It's usually got a lid that's like the bubble lid,
Yes,
you know,
bubble
that the
lid.
ice.
Yeah,
So I can't spoon it. So I
Right.
Here's
So I just
I got
drink
the whole
it and end
process.
up with whipped ice. Who wants whipped ice at the end?
What you do with the bubbled top drinks, and I love that we can solve this problem maybe for you. You drink the drink down below the bubble. Then you go in for the kill with the whipped cream.
Yeah, but you got
when you've got half the drink and half the whip, and it's a nice
But
mixture.
you're taking the lid off.
After you drink it down past the bubble.
But
yeah.
what do you do with the lid now?
Yeah.
You throw it in the trash can.
What if
I'm
there's
driving.
Yeah.
Well, just pull over, man. Did you drink this?
So now because I ordered whipped cream, I gotta pull over.
How much of these? I mean, the driving does change the whole equation too.
Well, are you making this at home?
Well, no, a lot of people like they go and sit down with the drink. Not everybody's cruising around whipped cream in it.
I'm just thinking, look, Starbucks have a drive-through in the last decade.
Did you just verb?
Yeah, I did.
Whipped cream?
Look, you pick up Starbucks, even the drive-thrus. You take it, people bring it to work. I will admit, if I am just going to be driving only, whipped cream's not a really viable situation.
It's not practical.
That's like saying, hey, do you get a Frosty? Do you get a Wendy's Frosty while you're driving?
Heck yeah,
That's
man.
a nightmare. I almost careened off of a freeway trying to eat a Frosty coming back from vacation.
Some things are worth the risk.
I agreed. I totally agreed. But you're not going to use a straw with a Frosty. And all I'm saying is,
it's impossible.
let's drive through Baskin Robbins and have a bowl of ice cream. I mean, it doesn't work.
Baskin Robbins doesn't have a drive-through for that reason.
Yeah.
Starbucks, they all have drive-throughs now.
Money, hungry whipped cream, and people.
I just decided I don't like whipped cream. I'm anti-whipped cream as a person.
In
now.
all
It's
aspects?
delicious.
Or just because of the
Just because of this guy. Well, I mean, come on, man. If
Pumpkin
I'm having
pie?
pumpkin pie, I'm going to load that thing up with more whipped cream than you've ever seen anybody do. This is a
You
cool,
won't see the pie.
No, there's a Cool Whip, and somewhere underneath, it's like the old Nickelodeon shows where you got to find the thing.
with the Double Dare challenge?
The Double Dare challenge. I've got to find the pumpkin pie in my Cool Whip.
If you want
that
another
whole bite was Cool Whip.
another company that the delicious taste of science, that's Cool Whip right there.
That's Cool Whip time.
What is it? Just
baby.
oil? You're just drinking oil?
No one's ever known.
Yeah.
The recipe has been lost to time.
Cool Whip is
It's one of those old recipes from Fedoris and Hank and Frank and
All right, we've got one more question here.
All right.
Beforehand, this one comes in from me. What is better, Cool Whip or whipped cream? You can only have one rest of your life, so it's for all applicants.
It's whipped cream
Okay.
then, yeah. Because I can eat pumpkin pie with whipped cream instead of Cool Whip. It's not as good. But Cool Whip is not a substitute for on top of a coffee. It's not something that...
Have you tried it?
I haven't tried it.
Yeah, I know you
All right,
haven't.
all right. I have to plead ignorance here now.
Okay.
Because I am not the dessert expert that you fellas are.
That's the truth.
Yeah, I you got to know your role. And the dessert takes, it's not over here. But Cool Whip, whipped cream, I feel like really the only difference is one of them can come out of a can, and one of them is in the bowl.
I appreciate your naivety.
Yeah, you
naivety.
Okay.
naivety.
All
I
right.
appreciate your naivety.
We're making up words. Explain to me where I am wrong.
Well, they're not the same whatsoever.
Texture
Yeah.
is
Flavor.
number one.
Flavor, density.
density,
Yeah.
science.
Whipped
amount.
cream is much more. It's lighter, and it's much more vanilla flavored. And it's made of real milk. Cool Whip is
Okay.
kind of a
Is Cool Whip like Velveeta?
yes. It is like Velveeta, and it's like a Yoo-hoo. Same thing with chocolate milk, right? A Yoo-hoo is not really chocolate
You
milk.
mean chocolate water?
Chocolate water.
Yeah.
That is Velveeta is the best example ever, and it tastes like Cool Whip,
This
right?
is why I love
And which one's the can?
Yoo-hoo and Cool Whip. I love science and Diet Coke.
Ready Whip is the can.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
No,
There's
so
too many whips.
Cool Whip is the
Whip it.
superior answer. It's better on everything.
Whoa,
And
this is
they've
a real
got,
Miracle Whip guy over here.
they've got to find a
another
way.
whip.
Yeah.
They've got to find a way to can Cool Whip.
I don't think I agree with you, but that's okay. We still have better takes than Mike. All right, let's draft.
The Spitballers Draft.
The problem with Mike's food takes now is that it sounds like there's a whole world we could unlock for him, right, Jay? He could really turn over a new leaf, enjoy some new things. But if we offered him, he'd just go sit on the porch.
Yeah.
He'd just go sit
And
in the
I would do nothing.
and he would do nothing. All right, this is the greatest draft we've ever had.
Oh, man.
Could be, because we are drafting.
It's also the most difficult draft we've ever done.
We are drafting animals you'd like to ride.
Oh, yes. Oh, what animals do you really want to ride?
Woo! This is
Oh,
this is
man.
a home run, and I'm so glad Mike's got the first pick because I mean,
There
what
are,
a position to be in.
there are so many ways that you could go for this. Jason is making a face at his computer. I
mean,
can only assume that it is powered off. What's going on?
This is breaking news. I'm so sorry to interrupt. Such an excellent draft. But Al Borland has shared with me that they do have canned Cool Whip. Yeah.
They have put Cool Whip in a can.
They've
We've
put
done
in
it.
a can. They have done it. The pinnacle
You know
has
what,
been
Jason?
reached.
I'm looking at the can, and
Do you think it's Photoshop?
no, I don't.
Oh, good.
I think, but you notice two things. One, it says made with real cream at the top. So I'm wondering if this is a little bit of brand. They're putting the brand out there, and it's just whipped cream named Cool Whip.
One way
But
to
if
find
it tastes
out.
like Cool Whip and it's the texture of whipped cream,
Yeah.
you might have unlocked the secret to
Yeah.
life.
Al, please order these.
Agreed.
All right.
Also ordered like some hot chocolate.
So the draft, animals I would like to ride.
That's right.
There are so many different factors. There's just like it would be fun,
Fun.
you know, like the enjoyment of the ride. There is
It would be awesome.
there's awesome. There's the awesome factor, and there's definitely a respect clout.
Ooh.
Sure.
To me, that comes because that is what I'm going with my first pick here. Because a story that I could tell, any party I show up, I'm in that guy's house. He's like, "Hey, I built this house," and I'm like, "Hey, you know what? I rode a great white shark,"
Ooh.
and that dude just melts into an absolute puddle, and just is swept away, and his family no longer wants him to be the man of that household because I rode a great white shark.
Wow.
Imagine me coming up I'm surfing a wave, and it's me with my cowboy hat in the air a great white, mouth open, snarling at all the kitties in their little floaties.
First of all, great pick. Second of all, I am picturing every one of these picks. There is a saddle of some sort on this animal.
Of course there is a saddle.
In every situation.
How else do I hold on to a great white
That's
shark?
right.
I just pictured you holding that fin. Go!
No, I am. Go!
Now, what's great is when you said the respect factor, I thought you meant like you respect a certain animal so much. I was like, I think they'd all probably not like you riding them. But
This is pretty disrespectful, what we're doing.
But if you could throw back, I rode a great white shark to everybody's stories, that'd be pretty good. Great white shark was on the list. I didn't specify great white. I just said a shark, but I mean, come on.
Oh, sure. So that made me pivot what I was going to have as my first pick.
Very interesting.
Because I feel like I've got to compete with that. But also I feel like you took the wrong one. When you talk about awesomeness in the story, you started to say, I'm riding up on the shore, and then you realize, well, you can't really come up on the shore because then your ride's going to die. You're out in the water.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But wherever I'm going wherever I want. I can go fast, but I'm riding this guy slow. And he's the king of the jungle, man.
Oh,
I'm riding the lion, baby. I'm riding him right on into our studio, up on that saddle. What's up, boys? I mean, what would you?
No, that's good. It's a great pick, man.
Come on. Oh.
Now, to be fair, if you got up to the shore and you were trying to go into the ocean, you would have a problem there,
I would have a problem there, but I have a feeling I'm on land slightly more often.
Okay.
So I am the Lion King.
Well, I would
That's
be
what
on
you will
land a
call
lot
me.
more often if I had the lion to ride too.
Yeah.
Dang. So you got lion.
Yeah.
Those are two great picks. I was hoping one of you guys would really suck at this. All right. There was one that when I was putting them through my brain and thinking about, like, look, of all the animals that we could ride, it would be pretty cool. There's one that when I thought of it, I said, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
I want to ride that real bad. I want to ride a rhinoceros, my friends.
That's so good.
I want to ride the...
It's not even on my list. What am I doing?
When I thought about a rhinoceros, I was like, yeah.
That's so much better than a lion.
Do you know? Oh, come on! Are you kidding me?
Who's winning that fight? Oh, no, we're fighting now. Great.
Who's going up? I can jump. You're on a level
Let
field.
me put
That's
it this way. If my rhino goes up against your lion, you're going on a ride on a rhino. That's what you're doing, because I'll be carrying you
Look,
around.
If you honestly think that if a lion and a rhino were to fight, that the rhino would win, you're sorely mistaken.
I'm certain the rhino would win.
One lion, one rhino?
One lion, one rhino.
My money's on the rhino.
Big boy rhino.
No way. This lion can jump on the rhino's back. That rhino is
Why are
so
we fighting?
immobile.
We don't need to be
This
fighting.
is not a death.
This is my fault.
This is joyrides.
Fight to the
This is
death.
joyrides. That's right.
What are you mounting in a fight to the death?
That's for another show.
Yeah.
We'll do it totally different.
No, this is just pick something that's less
All right.
aggressive here.
All right. I'm going rhino for the first one, and
All
then I think these other ones will get back to me. So I'm actually going to go with what I grew up thinking was my favorite animal. I might need to lose a couple lbs to make this
That's
to
all
make
right.
this effective,
That's all right.
but I can get there. I want to ride a cheetah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
ride a
Yep.
cheetah. I want to go as fast as any animal can go.
Mm-hmm. Cheetah was my pick if I didn't go with the great white shark.
Yeah, that
All
was.
right.
I felt like the cheetah was one of the 101 options because you talk about what's the fastest animal. I mean,
Right.
what do you want to ride? Right? There's certain categories, like you said. You want to ride something awesome. You want to ride. One of the categories
a tank
is
and then a roller coaster.
yeah. One of the categories is I want to ride something so fast. I
Yeah.
mean, you're basically on a motorcycle.
Yeah,
Like that's
With 4 legs.
yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Wear your helmet,
Yeah.
Andy.
That's an animal I'd like to ride.
Look, I'm going there because this was the first thing that came to my mind. You say, what's an animal you want to ride? There's no animal I want to ride more than an eagle, baby. Take me up. You can carry me by the talons. I can get on a saddle, but I'm riding an eagle.
Now, how many eagles
How many? What's a flock of eagles called?
I love that Andy's like, I might have a little bit of a weight problem. Does your cheetah have to get into the air?
That will be, that might be a shorter ride than you think it is.
Yeah, I mean, we're scooching along the ground, just trying to take off. I see the problems, but look, the draft is animals you'd like to ride, and I would love
I
that.
get it.
The word for a group of eagles is an airy.
An airy.
Yeah.
It's going to be very airy up
You
there.
may need a few airies.
I mean, 5.
Now, it is quite the mental picture of either riding an eagle, which you've got control. It's almost like riding a griffin, like a mythical creature, which you could ride that. Or being carried in a near-death experience by an eagle. By the
Don't drop me.
talons.
Don't drop me.
Your
Don't
arms
drop
are
me.
ripped to shreds.
Oh, yeah. But
Okay.
I'm so high up.
I knew you would skirt these rules a little bit. But eagles, if I could ride an eagle, I'd like to.
Yeah, darn right you would. You want to fly?
Yeah, of course you want to fly.
Pterodactyl.
Oh, man. All right. All right, so I've got my great white shark here.
Yes, you do. You got 2 picks, too.
Oh, man. All right. Now, I'm not sure how smooth the ride will be.
Okay. All right.
I hope this is the one I almost said.
I think it's going to be a little
Bumpy?
well, it's going to be a little bumpy, and I accept the consequences of this. But these things, when they're moving, man, they are majestic creatures, and I feel like if I was to ride on one of their backs, I want to ride a kangaroo, man.
Yes!
Was it on
That
your
was the one I said before. Oh, and you've got it on your list. So this is...
I have it circled.
It's a bumpy ride.
I wasn't sure I'd be on the back or in the pouch, though.
Oh, man, I didn't even think about the pouch. That's a huge pouch. I mean, so here's the funniest thing.
Let me just get into this thing right here.
We were in the other room coming up, with what we were going to draft, and we came up with this, and immediately I thought to myself about riding a kangaroo and how ridiculous that was. It made me laugh, and I said, that's going to be I know what my 4th pick is.
Oh, no, that's my second pick.
Oh, man. Well, then, okay.
Spectacular.
All right. Well, then I definitely know what my next pick is because I thought of another one that,
did you?
that could be a 4th pick, but apparently you guys are on your game, so.
All right, so great white shark, kangaroo. Man, I am pretty torn. I'm torn between these two here. I don't know if I want to just go all in on the water. That's all right.
That's tough.
You know what? This creature this creature lives its life in both.
Oh.
It definitely sleeps in the water.
A hippopotamus?
It is a hippopotamus.
Yeah.
Dude, hippopotamus. What
Now,
are
I understand
hippopotamuses?
Hippopotami.
Hippopotami. They are dangerous creatures, and then when
They're a little faster than people give them credit for.
they are actually very fast.
Yeah.
And then when I'm in the house and the dude's he tries to scoff at great white shark, I'm like, I followed that up when I wrote a hippopotamus.
Yeah, so
and
this
then,
is more about this one guy you met that built his own house.
Look, Mister, I built my own house.
Owl. Mr. Borland.
Yeah, dude. I'm following up kangaroo with hippopotamus.
You want to know why I like your hippo pick is because just your personality. Let's say you're in a conversation. You're on land. You're in a conversation with someone. You're kind of getting bored. You could slowly backpedal into the water and just swim
I
away.
could see Mike doing that just
You could just
slowly.
slowly
and
go
he'd be
underwater.
like throwing his hands up like, I don't control this guy.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go with. I'm just standing there and I'm like,
Yeah.
and then my hippo
Comes on out.
go boop 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 boop.
That is how you call a hippo.
Of course, you have to whistle.
The slowest smoke bomb ever. That's right. You just slowly walk into the. So you've got what do you got now?
I have great white shark, kangaroo, and hippopotamus.
hippopotamus.
All right. I am so excited to draft this one, guys. It's wonderful to be a kid, and I miss being a kid sometimes. So I'm going to go and be a grown-up kid, and this one has an asterisk on it on how I'm going to ride this animal. I am taking a gorilla, but I'm going on the shoulders, baby. Yeah! I'm riding like a little kid. I'm so high up. He's holding my legs, and he's my daddy, and I'm going for a ride.
The best
Did
part
you
is-
really have it? Yes.
The best part is you don't have to be a little kid, Jay. A gorilla would carry you without a problem.
No, I know. I'm saying me now. I'm saying this body, I'm riding up on the shoulders because he can actually take it. But I feel like a kid because
I know you're not going to believe me, but I showed you on my list. I had gorilla written down, and I had sitting on the shoulders in my head, too.
that's how you got to ride it.
It seemed like the right thing. Although
Style.
if you go piggyback, at least then you could do gorillas swing? Do they swing around? Are they too big? They don't swing, do they?
I don't know if they swing.
Sure they can.
Is that more boring than we think it is, riding a gorilla?
No, of course
No
it's not, because it's a
way.
gorilla. Gorillas are incredible.
Okay.
Now, I want you to close your eyes and picture this. Okay, you're shooting hoops out back with your sons, and you turn over your shoulder, and I'm walking up on the shoulders of a gorilla.
The best part of that about that
How
story,
tall are gorillas?
is-
I don't have a good gorilla context in my head right now.
I can finally dunk.
Ooh.
If I'm on the gorilla's shoulders, I'm throwing down a couple slams.
Yeah, they're 5'2".
Interesting.
Maybe I'm not dunking.
I thought they'd be a lot taller than that.
The largest gorilla ever stood 5'9". You are this
I'm
thing.
taller
your
than
feet
the
are on
gorilla?
your feet are on the ground, Jay.
Wait a minute. That's not true.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that like a silverback gorilla?
It's 860 pounds, but it's only 5'9".
Okay, but I think this is
Wow.
because they're measuring them on all fours.
They're 860 pounds. That is unbelievable.
I'm on my way.
All right, I have to make my last two picks.
Yes.
You've left me my two favorites. I really want to ride all four of these animals, and I get to. The third pick I'm going with, look, the shark would be cool,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to be deft. I want to be sliding through that ocean. I'm going with a dolphin.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
I want to ride that dolphin around. That would be fun, jumping in the waves, not scaring people if they see me at the beach.
No, actually, you have a problem. Like, the great white shark fits my personality because ain't no one walking up to me while I'm
that's
riding
true.
on a great white shark is like,
True.
hey, can I pet your shark?
It's true.
Yeah.
You roll up at a beach on a dolphin, you have a problem.
Well, I don't mind showing off a little bit. I'll do a couple flips and then head off into the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, people, I think you could argue that people would prefer to ride up on their animal and have all the crowds be like,
Yeah.
oh, that's awesome, versus,
Give me an autograph, dolphin guy.
Also, I have a question for you, Andy.
Okay.
How much faster are you riding your dolphin compared to me riding my terrifying great white shark?
Well, the fact you know the answer does not make me like you asking the question. However, I believe it is more of an endurance world here. I think I can go faster longer, but I'm guessing barely any faster.
Plus 2 miles an hour.
Okay. All right. Not with you on its back. Come on. All right.
Wait, hold on. The giant creature and the tiny little dolphin? All right, let's hear your
All right,
fourth.
my final pick, it is very much, it is like your first one, Mike. You talked about the great white,
Yeah.
the respect factor.
Yes.
Look, I'm not riding up on a lion. I'm not riding up on a great white shark. I'm cruising up on the back of a ferocious, hairy grizzly bear.
Yeah,
I
all
might
right.
as well have a crown on my head.
Yeah, bear is pretty good.
I'm riding up on that bear. That would be a blast. Take me through the woods. Take me through the water. Take me through the...
You can climb the trees.
Oh, it's great. And the hibernation. Do nothing for a long time. I'm cool with that.
that's like having your car in the shop. That's not cool.
It's like having your car in the shop. That's when I got to switch over to the Rhino, and it's my big car.
All right, I was between a couple. There's three that I'm kind of trying to debate here. I want all of them. I told Mike I wish this was 20 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about a polar bear, but you just got a bear. A bear's bear, you know. I mean, they're
A
different.
bear's a bear. That's what they say.
I'm going to go with one of the first animals that came to mind. And knowing that I might not get much off the ground with my eagle, I still want a view. I want to get up there. I'm riding me a giraffe.
Yeah,
yes.
I thought so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I am
Now
so regal.
That'd be very interesting. You'd be doing some big time galloping. I think that's a bumpier ride than people might
That
expect.
can't be comfy.
I'm going to need a soft saddle.
When you said bumpy ride, I thought you were going giraffe earlier.
Oh,
Mike.
I thought it was either kangaroo or a gazelle. Aren't those the
Ooh.
ones that like
Yeah,
bounce? That
Pretty
would-
much, they do. Yeah.
That would be bumpy. All right, Mike.
Wear your biker shorts.
Final pick.
All right, I was the one that I wanted. I was torn between the hippopotamus and this, and it came back. Honestly, I have no idea how fast I am going. I just know that the people are terrified when I come through because I am riding a crocodile.
Okay. Okay.
I am looking ferocious.
I thought about that one, but I don't know where your feet go.
Yeah, you're
Are you
like,
surfing this thing?
Are you crisscross applesauce?
Multi-purpose, man. I can
Right?
do all of these things.
Or he's got to lay down on his
Yeah,
belly?
I'm trying to figure out where your legs are going, man. These things are pretty close to the ground.
But we're going through the water. It's swimming.
Oh, okay.
I'm not thinking about why am I riding a crocodile on
That's
the
what
land?
we wanted to know.
Mike is exclusively a water.
Yeah.
The hippo's in the water.
he's
The
the
croc is
deep
in the
over
water.
Yeah,
The
that's
kangaroo's probably in the water with Mike.
Probably.
We'll go in there. Go in there. Let's go swimming. Let's go to the watering hole.
Is that the last one?
Yeah.
That'll do it.
So we've got some. Let me read the final rosters here. Jason is riding a lion, an eagle. I feel bad for a gorilla and a giraffe. I'm riding a rhino, cheetah, dolphin, and grizzly bear. Mike is riding a great white shark, a kangaroo, a hippopotamus, and a crocodile. And Jason, I assume you had some other names that you wanted to bring up.
Yes, reindeer would be fun. I think that would
Yeah, it
Now,
felt a little too plain for me.
You assuming they fly?
Well, that's what I've heard.
No, you're riding Sven.
Sure, that's fine. A sloth. Just thought that would be hysterical. I'm on my way.
I feel like he just said he's going to kill a sloth.
To be fair, on my list was giant tortoise.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I'm not getting anywhere very fast.
I only had two that from my entire list that we didn't get. I mean, tiger would have fit with kind of the cats. We drafted two cats. A whale, because of the size, like you are not getting messed with.
Yeah, I had a whale on there. A narwhal.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
narwhal.
Like,
yeah.
If you're
You
riding,
know what I mean?
you know what I mean? Riding that big old tooth
I'm like
narwhal.
trying to find a different reason you'd say that. You know what I mean? I wanted to say, like,
Hey, check this out.
I assume none of us put elephant because people do ride elephants.
Elephant
so it
is
didn't
on
seem
my
as
list,
cool.
but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I want to
I
ride
want to ride
an
an elephant. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I want to ride a horse. I would like to ride a mule. I would like to ride an ostrich. I would like
Wait.
to ride a camel.
Have you ever been horse riding?
I have ridden a horse before, yes.
All right.
I'd like to do it again.
It's very fun.
Okay. I've never heard of horse riding before, but all right.
What did we learn today?
As we've been doing this show, our producer Al Borland has been simultaneously posting Photoshop pictures of people riding all of the animals that we selected today, and you'll get to vote on which set of animals. I'm looking at the rhino, and that looks like a good time. Wow, the croc not so much.
Yeah.
All right, what did you learn today? I think I learned that I want it to be Christmas soon.
I learned that I can get heat stroke in a jacuzzi.
And
Good to know.
And I learned there is a difference between Cool Whip and whipped cream, and now they both come in a can.
Jason also learned that you cannot sail into the wind with a sailboat. Right? That's useful.
I have not learned that officially yet.
Oh, he's going to go Google.
Oh, thank you for tuning in. See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.